that's one of the biggest misconceptions about digital marketing is that it's going to close deal, but that couldn't be any farther from the truth. Marketing will absolutely not close the deal for you. And if you don't understand sales, you will never close the deal either.
Welcome to the Millionaire Maker Show, a podcast helping online coaches monetize their life's work and scale their businesses to create more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. Now, with over 20 years of business building, coaching, and consulting experience, here's your host, author, speaker, and creator of the Millionaire Maker Coaching Funnel, Lindsay Anderson.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Millionaire Maker Show. I am your host, Lindsay Anderson, and today we're talking about a very important topic, and that is the difference between marketing and sales. Because fact is, and you can quote me on this, is that you will never market your way out of a sales problem. And so frequently, that's what people really try to do. They pick up all the latest marketing techniques and they think if they just have enough leads coming in, then they're not going to have any sales problems. That they're going to be able to convert those leads into clients. And fact is, if you don't understand sales, any of the lead generation that you're doing, it will not be that effective. And you'll just end up closing the clients that you're lucky enough to close, essentially closing those clients off of rapport only and not because of any super smart sales strategy. And so often, especially in digital marketing, people really like to lean on the marketing aspect. They've been painted out this picture from digital marketers that it's so easy to get customers and all you have to do is show up and create this page and all your customers will come running to you. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. That's not how it works. In fact, if you do that and you start with marketing and only focusing on marketing, you will find your way to burnout. You will never be able to make this business sustainable where it actually serves you instead of the other way around. Here is how you know that you actually have a sales problem versus a marketing problem, the exact problem we're going to solve in this podcast. So, number one, if you have a lot of people in your audience, you have big followings on social media, you have a big email list, you have a lot of people that are really into you and what you are saying, but it's not translating into any money. No hardcore cash is being resulted. And you often feel like, what good is this audience if they're not going to buy from me? The second reason that you know that you have a sales problem instead of a marketing problem is going to be that you have strained marketing budgets with very little return on your investment. What that looks like is you're putting a lot of money into paid ads and you're not getting any ROI. Maybe you have a content marketing company and they're creating great content for you and it's building up your accounts, but you have yet to see very many sales from this kind of activity. The third way that you're going to know is that you're frequently asking your marketing team, hey, marketing, can you guys do some social selling or can't you guys do a little bit of selling? And your marketing team is like, what? That's not our job. It is a very frequent misunderstanding for online business owners to think marketing and sales are the same function, but they absolutely are not. These are two absolutely different things. And finally, the way that you know if you have a sales and not a marketing problem is that you are over focusing on top of the funnel activities. What does that mean? That means you're only focused on growing your email list and you're constantly creating new freebies for people to download. Or you are constantly creating content for organic social media and creating this content, but not focusing on anything else. You are looking at top of funnel. You are creating landing pages. You are stuck in branding. You are stuck with what should I put on my website when none of that is actually going to make that big of a difference until you really start understanding sales. And that's exactly what we're talking about on today's episode. But before I hop into that, I want to make sure that you know that right now I have a few spots available for a Millionaire Maker Blueprint Strategy session. Now, I don't offer these to just anyone. I only have a couple of open spots on my calendar. So If you are an online business owner and you are ready to scale your business and you really want the systems, the strategies, and the sales to take you to that next level, then I invite you to apply for this session. It's by invitation only, but go ahead and apply because once you apply to work with me, one of two things is going to happen. First of all, if you're not quite ready to take advantage of a Millionaire Maker Blueprint strategy session, which not everybody is, we will make sure that after you fill out this application, and if that is not the next best step for you, then what we're going to do is give you what the next best step is. Now, if you are a good fit in your business and your life, and you are in a place where spending 45 minutes with me while we go over your assets, while I walk you through my Millionaire Maker Blueprint strategy session, and on the other side, you have crystal clear steps on where your gaps are and what you need to do in order to move to the next phase of your business, if that is you. And I will know by how you answer the questions on the application, then we will reach out and schedule a time for you to hop on a Millionaire Maker Blueprint strategy session with me. All you need to do is go to lindsaya.com/coaching, and there you will find the application for this super valuable one-on-one time with me. So there you have it. Let's hop into today's topic, which is the difference between sales and marketing. And this is stuff that most people do not know, most people do not understand. And I'm going to give it to you straight right here, like I usually do on the Millionaire Maker Show. Let's make some definitions here so that we're all on the same page, shall we? First of all, what is marketing? Marketing is a way of generating interest, building demand, and finding more and more people who have the problem that you're trying to solve. Activities under marketing include search engine optimization, paid ads, organic social media, websites, email marketing, all of these really awesome strategies that all the internet marketers are dangling in front of your eyes saying it's so easy to find customers with all of these strategies. And in marketing, all of these things are where most business owners really, really get stuck. What is sales? Let's define that. Sales is actually the direct process in getting customers to actually buy or purchase your products or services. The ultimate goal of sales is to actually get the right customers making a purchase with you and closing the deal. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about digital marketing is that it's going to close deal, but that couldn't be any farther from the truth. Marketing will absolutely not close the deal for you. And if you don't understand sales, you will never close the deal either. Sales tasks include understanding customer needs, offering solutions, handling objections, and closing the deal. Now, something that most people won't tell you that's involved in sales is also being able to give a good sales presentation, whether that is in some sort of launch or some sort of masterclass. These kind of presentations require a lot of sales knowledge so that you can utilize psychological triggers to get people to make a purchase from you right there online. So, the biggest misconception here about marketing and sales is that marketing is going to solve all of your problems and bring you customers. Now, while that may be the case, that if you ran some Facebook ads to enough people, could you get someone to buy your program? Yeah, you absolutely could. But by the time you turn around and look at the return on investment of that, are you actually going to be able to ever make any money here? Or are you slower and slower going to go sinking deeper and deeper into debt? And so the real danger here is that digital marketers have made this a real panacea. Like, come and dive into the world of digital marketing and get customers at your fingertips. And so people spend a ton of time on organic social media or SEO or ad campaigns or these freebies or tiny offers. And they put all of these resources in there and feel like sales will just naturally flow from that activity. And as I said, yeah, you'll probably get a sale here and there, but there will be no sustainable journey for you to be able to go from whatever you're doing marketing wise to closing enough customers to actually make a difference in your bottom line so you can scale your business. And so, for everybody that I do one on one consulting for or in my coaching programs, there is a huge focus on sales. It's the exact same reason why the Millionaire Maker funnel, as you're building up these products, is that you start with one on one coaching. Because when you do one on one coaching like that, you really build up your sales muscles. You start getting those 100 calls under your belt. You have to get 100 one on one sales calls under your belt in order for you to really reap the benefits of knowing how to sell. So you may as well get to work on those 100 calls right now. So, how are we going to fix it? Now that you understand, yes, you need marketing. Yes, you need sales. You can't just use one without the other. And you definitely need more sales. How do we integrate that into an online business to really make marketing and sales work together? The answer is you need the three S's of online business growth. And that is you need a strategy, a marketing and sales strategy around how you're going to build an audience, get that audience to a place where you're actually going to be able to create a sales function with them and actually sell to them. And so, if you don't have a strategy on this, you're going to get endlessly stuck in this loop of digital marketing strategies and trying to market your way out of a sales problem. So, the answer is you have to have a strategy. Now, sales and marketing strategy that I recommend that I have perfected over the last 20 years is the invite only event strategy. What does that look like? It combines marketing and sales so you can guarantee your success online. So it's an organic social media marketing campaign, what to actually post on social media to get your right fit client to actually follow you and be engaged with you. So you're building your audience through organic social media. From there, you invite right fit people to what I call an invite only event. This is where the strategy comes into play. The invite only event isn't just any masterclass. This is a masterclass structured around sales and using those psychological triggers to actually get people to make a buying decision. So this is where sales and marketing meet is in an invite only event because and it really works like a group sales call, and it is very effective at combining marketing and sales. During your IO event, I recommend you spend a good 10 minutes on your sales pitch. This needs to be crafted. You need to be able to clearly state what you do and why your audience needs to get on a phone call with you right now. Then we invite those right fit clients to a true sales call where you're following my calls to clients sales script and can actually sell anything on a phone call. This looks like I give an IO event every single Thursday at 10 o'clock. All my new social media followers and everybody in my audience that I've marketed to now has a sales function or a conversion event that they will automatically be invited to that will ensure that I always have sales calls on my books year in and year out. And that is what the strategy looks like to combine organic social media all the way through a sales call. So it is a marketing and sales strategy. Now, where you're going to run into trouble on this is you don't have the second S, which is system. Yes, a strategy is good, Lindsay. I will give a masterclass every single Thursday. This will be great. But if you don't have a system that you run like a well oiled machine, I know what social media posts will actually bring people to my IO event. I know what to say in my IO event like a robot, okay, like a machine that will actually get those right fit clients on a sales call. And boom, I have high quality clients on my phone. And you have a system like a machine. You never have to think about it. You're always giving the same presentation. And this is how you add real stability into your business. It's also how you take marketing at a very iterative approach. If you're giving a masterclass every Thursday, at the beginning, some will be a hit, some will be a miss. You will very soon, because you are dedicated to the system, gather enough information that you know how to improve this masterclass and you can actually make it better and better and better from a marketing and sales perspective. So, anytime you're going to go and implement a brand new marketing strategy, you need to make sure that there's a sales component with that, as well as an iterative approach so that you can get better and better as you do every iteration of what you're doing marketing wise. So you can perfect your messaging, perfect your niching, and perfect your positioning. So you need a strategy, you need a system to keep you consistent and to run iterative marketing. And finally, the third thing you need is sales. There is always a focus on sales in business. If you're focused on anything else in business, then you don't have a business because a business will not exist without sales. And there is a lot of strategy that goes into making sure you're making sales, making sure your profitability, making sure you're profitable, making sure you're bringing enough revenue in the business and keeping ahead of things. And so, sales, without it, the business dies. And that is why that is the third S, because especially as a business owner, the front of your company, you need to be comfortable and okay with spending at least 75% of your time in marketing and sales functions, primarily in sales. The more time an owner spends in sales, the more profitable you will be. It's that simple. Let me give you an example of how powerful an online marketing and sales system can be. I have a client, his name is Rocky. You can go and find his testimonial out on my website. And Rocky came to me, and he is the leader of leaders. Rocky really works for some of the world's top corporations as a leadership coach. And when he came to me, he had a very successful Instagram account by all outward appearances. He had a lot of engagement, he had a lot of fans, and he had a lot of followers, but he was unable to make any sales. When he first came to me, we really started our focus on sales, and I trained Rocky in my calls to clients sales script. And then we implemented the invite only event. And within 40 days of working with us and getting in this iterative approach and this IO event every week and posting on social media with the right strategy, he now has a recurring monthly income because he's grown his group coaching program to over 25 people. He just landed a corporate client at 60K, and he's on his way to his $1 million business only 40 days after working with us. And that's the power of a system, especially implementing someone else's strategy and system. My invite only event strategy and system took me years to create and hundreds of clients so that I could really understand how to create an asset, a marketing and sales asset that will work across my business, regardless of where the leads are coming from, and how to generate revenue through a marketing and sales system. So you don't want to make this up by yourself. You don't want to try to figure this out. You want to take someone else's system. So when you go in with the three S's, and again, you know that that final S is sales, and you take yourself seriously as a salesperson, and you take sales in your online business extremely seriously as an owner, you will find that the revenue will increase, the profitability will increase, and you will be able to achieve more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. So, I hope today's episode of the Millionaire Maker Show was extremely valuable to you. If you found value here, please reach out to me on Instagram at the.lindsay.anderson. I would love to hear from you. And for those people who are sitting there thinking, hey, Lindsay, thank you for this really great overview. You're right. I've been stuck in marketing when I really have a sales problem. I will not market my way out of a sales problem. I'm actually listening to you this time, Lindsay, and you would like to apply for a Millionaire Maker Blueprint Strategy session, head over to lindsaya.com/coaching. Again, fill out the application. If it's a good idea for us to talk, I don't talk to everybody. If it's a good idea for us to talk and I think I can move you ahead in that session, we will go ahead and book a call. Otherwise, you're going to be able to get your next best step because I want you to get unstuck. I don't want you to be there. And I want you to be able to really have this business that you're trying to build without all of the tears and all of the challenges and all of the mistakes that you don't need to make, that I can absolutely stop you from making. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the show, and cheers to you and your success.
Thank you for listening to the Millionaire Maker Show with master business coach and creator of the Millionaire Maker Coaching Funnel, Lindsay Anderson. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time.